how to make friends when you really don't have time. So I think when I first started looking for friends, well, as I got older, I was like, I really need some friends. And the first thing I did was like, and this is what I really did. I said, God, I need some good friends. I need some friends that's going to do life with me. And that was my first step. I prayed. I said, God, I didn't know how they were coming. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't go searching out. But I knew I had to be a good friend first. Like I had to be a friend to someone. I always tell my kids to be the friend to the friendless. And if I'm teaching that was something that I was living too. So first I met, I don't even know what order, but I met Shalita and Ali in the same space. Yeah. I was working at a school and I met Shalita, and Ali, her child was in the school I was teaching at, and my son and her son became friends. Yeah. And I just started being in their spaces. And it wasn't like we were forcing each other to be friends, or I didn't come to you and say, can you please be my friend? It wasn't like that. Maybe that's how you was going to happen. And then like, coming around, it's like Natasha was that bonus. Like you were that bonus, that extra package that came, and I don't know exactly how it fit. Right. But eventually we all just became friends. And the first thing I could say is I prayed and then I waited and I became friends to I was just being friendly. And I was being who I needed to be, to just be kind. It wasn't, I want you to be our friends. It wasn't like that. So I guess I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. But I guess I can introduce you. So this is Aliana, and this is Shalita and Natasha, and these are my friends. These are my sisters. And they're going to help me today explain and talk about motherhood and marriage. So the first question, the reason why I started like that is, one of the questions was how to make friends when you really don't have time. Anybody want to take that one?
I think I'll go. I think for me, coming into this circle of friendship was very different. I didn't think I needed friends, and definitely felt like I didn't have time. That was based in a lot of hurt from the past. But I think learning how and trying to figure out to be friends in a time, you have to be intentional. Yeah. Right? You have to first recognize that there is a need that these sisters provide that does not lessen your relationship with your husband. Right. It's just different. It enhances it. And so I think that's what it is. I knew that I needed somebody else who was going through marriage, who was going through motherhood, who was going through transitions. And so I think the first thing is you have to be intentional about recognizing that you need like-minded individuals, sisters in Christ, who can meet you where you are. Right. But you also have to do an inventory of yourself to be honest about what you need. Yeah. And then you can make a decision to move forward to seek those individuals. I know it's probably a lot difficult right now, post-pandemic, quote unquote, but I think that intentionality can still be there, and that you can still evaluate, like, where am I missing? So if you're missing that time to, like, let me springboard what I'm feeling off of somebody else, 9 times out of 10 is going to be a friend.
Yep.
That's
true. I think being open is a big key as well, because you'll have opportunities, but you have to seize the opportunities. I know with each of you, there was a point where I had to make a conscious decision to be open. Yeah. That's true. Like the person's there in front of you, but what you going to do with them? Yeah. Like you just going to sit there and look at them, or you going to let them in? That's good. And so that was a conscious decision, like, hey, this is valuable. I see something here that's going to bless me and that I need. Yeah. And then be open to it.
And Natasha said being open. I remember maybe 4 years ago, we've been friends for longer and sisters for longer, but I remember being at a hotel. We went to Women Are Loose in a hotel, and I remember me and Natasha being, and that's when we were already friends, but I feel like the connection was stronger. Like, oh,
we stayed up all night.
All night. Like, I said, oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know what they
and I said, it was intentional. It made sense. Like, I think Shalita didn't show up yet, and Ollie was in her own room, and we were sharing a room, and it was like, I got to know who Natasha really was. Mm-hmm. Like, I got to see some stuff where I could grow out of some stuff she was telling me, or that I wasn't the only one afraid to talk in front of people.
But you know what you did that night too, which was like we called Jazz Little Big Sis. Yeah, Little Big Sis. Because she the youngest, but she be Big Sissin sometimes, right? She do. And so that night you said to me, you know what? I feel like you kind of closed off sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like I really don't fully know you. And I was like, I can receive that.
Maybe I was close too, because I was like, I'm not sure if this is where if this is how she want me to be in or be out, and I want to stay in my zone. So it was good. That was a good night. Just not pushing it. Yeah. But just letting it be natural. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say to the question, you have to make time. Mm-hmm. I think anything that's valuable. True. Excuses is not okay. Yeah. I think friendships have to be made into the equation of your life. Mm-hmm. I think that you have to put aside time that you normally wouldn't, to call, to text, to show up, to go out. Am I the best at it all? Absolutely not. You know, I'm not, and I have to get nudged to say, hello, are you over there? And I'm like, right. I don't see the text till 2 days later. Yeah. But I had to learn to be more conscious of, where's your phone? Make sure you connect. Yeah. Make the time and be available. And because it is beneficial to the other person, it's beneficial to me or to us. So I think it's just no excuses.
We forgot the tissue.
Right. All right, hold on. We're going to get some.
Make time.
Yeah. Make time. Make time. So, with making time, what does that... Okay, so we just talked about, I think Ollie talked about in the middle of the pandemic, like some people are still staying there, mm-hmm. right? So what does that look like? How do we get to the friendship when I'm still scared to come out? Mm-hmm. Like, is there other spaces? And I think there are, I'm not sure, but I guess I think the way I would think is just being connected with, if you're in church, mm-hmm. Being connected to online and women's stuff that they still have virtually, or being connected in that way. Yeah. And just seeing who you connect with via
you have to media. You got to be open. You got to seize opportunities. If you're dropping a child off at school, there's a mom that you connect with. Like you're living the same life. Yeah. Kind of put your antennas up for that. And make sure that you are actually looking. Yeah. That you're not being closed off. Yeah. And that you can see, you're looking for the value, you're looking for the same values, you're looking for those opportunities. And then also with the people that you may already have in your life, mm-hmm. you might just need to be, again, a little more open. Mm-hmm. Now, during the pandemic, mm-hmm. we had virtual makeup.
Right. I was going to say that, virtual makeup. Right. That was really nice.
It was really nice. Mm-hmm. We watched a conference from home, but we were all at our different homes watching a revival together. So we just made sure that we made the moment. So.
Yeah. And being respectful with everyone, it was where I wasn't comfortable going inside. Right. So we would go outdoor dining, or we would do different things that made the person feel comfortable. Right. Not, okay, I need to have the friendship this way. And if it's not this way, we'll see you later. Or the ones who were comfortable being grown enough, okay, if they want to go in, let them go in. You just don't go. Yeah. And y'all let me know how it was. You know, no jealousy, no envy, no nothing. So I think, just being open, the word is open, being open to, it's not cookie cutter. Yeah. It is what makes sense. Or good old fashioned phone call. Yeah. It is, we don't have to, Zoom and all that was good. But sometimes it was, hey, I was just thinking about you today. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, how you been? Oh, I've been feeling bad. Me too. Right. So then you don't think you got COVID. You realize it's sinus. Right. somebody in her house, so it's.
That's true.
It is.
That's true.
Picking up that good old fashioned phone and hearing somebody's voice.
Yeah.
And I know, I can get a slap on that is just something that I am and you have to work hard at being a friend.
Yeah.
Or you have it is not easy.
Yeah.
That's why it's good not to have so many.
Yeah.
Right.
Because to be a good one, you have to. It's an investment.
It is.
So yeah.
I think another part of that is realize that you need people in different ways as you transition. And we don't recognize how quickly we're transitioning through life. Yeah. And so I always want to leave an opportunity for, like, there might be friends that you had that it didn't work out because you were at different stages in life.
Right.
But maybe it'll work out now. So it goes back to that open, being intentional. And recognizing where you are and that we do need each other.
Yeah. So I guess this is kind of, and maybe it surrounds around the same thing. But I have some people that say, well, I'm an introvert. Or I'm so how do I make a friend if I'm an introvert? And I think it goes back to kind of like what y'all was saying. You have to do the work.
Yeah.
You can't say I'm an introvert and it's too much to go talk. Then do you want a friend? And that's how I would look at it.
Do you want to keep going the way you're going now?
True.
That's the question.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
That's true.
An introvert, I would consider myself to be one. Maybe reformed in some ways.
Yeah.
But being an introvert doesn't mean that you have to be lonely.
Yeah, true.
And so making sure that you're making, again, space for what you need. Because are you a healthy introvert?
Yeah.
If you're not a healthy introvert, then you need friends.
Yeah.
So really, like Ollie said, looking at yourself and evaluating, like, are you doing well? Could you be doing better?
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do with that evaluation? Where am I?
Yeah.
And do I need people to help? Because this group has really pushed me in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
To different levels.
Me too. Me too.
Right. Ollie got me traveling.
For sure. For sure.
Got me going all over the world. And so everybody has helped me to evolve in different ways.
Yeah.
And that's what friends do.
Yeah.
That's true.